Welcome back to this Formula One Manager series here in 2027, where we did a thing. We made a summer changes. After we finished season 3 with Williams, you can go back and watch season 3. There was the option there. We got third. That was the highest we were going to get with Williams. To break the top 2 was going to be a push. The season objective from Williams was to still go for title contenders, but just to still maintain a third up until 2029. Their facilities were going to take millions, tens of millions of pounds to get to the level required to break that barrier. So we looked at the teams with our own team principal rating increasing due to that good performance. Who was around? Who could be available to take on a new challenge? Who already have the facilities in place? Who have maybe got to the end of an era with a certain family in charge and were looking for a change of direction? And also with the new teams entering the market, maybe it was time for Aston Martin to become a British team again. We're going to do not do Brexit. We're doing a Brexit shave. We're going to bring British drivers back to Aston Martin. The James Bond release of the new livery gave me some ideas as we have set up a scenario within the save. We have the Williams save on the back burner. We went and we'll keep that in case we want to go back and do anything with Williams for a longer term piece. But right now, me as team principal have taken over Aston Martin. We have a season objective of 6th or above. Where's the objective here? 6th or above. We want to be constructors champions in the end. We have had a torrid season. Last season. Can we see last season on the standings? I don't know if we can go back. But we didn't. I think it was 8th. This is the form as it sits now, isn't it? 8th. So we've left Williams in 3rd place to drop down to Aston Martin, a team that have they were touted as having better facilities. Now I've got in, and maybe not as good as I thought they were going to be, but with the chance to bring in some British drivers, work our way through the ranks, as we have a few new teams entering the grid this 2027 season. We're mixing a bit of real world and a bit of fake scenario here, as we have brought in Audi. Audi have replaced Kick Sauber here, so the move that has made IRL and all the mods that I have used from Overbreak I've listed in the description below if you want to do the same thing. But yeah, Kick are out, Audi are in. So we have Audi in for this 2027 season, and we've also brought in Andretti. The mod gives it the Andretti Cadillac. We've gone for the American drivers to take over Alpine after Alpine had an absolutely stonking 2026 with their American driver, one Logan Sargent, at the helm of this American takeover. And with the American takeover, we thought, you know what, maybe it's time to get some British boys back on the grid. So we have moved over to Aston Martin. So just so you're aware, we have obviously added in via the database Audi and Andretti, which are just reskins of the teams that are in there. We have updated the calendar to 2025, so we'll be starting with Melbourne. No new tracks, we've just rejigged the order. Still finishing with Yes Island. I think it's the middle section that gets moved up. We start with Australia, so Bahrain drops back a little bit in the list, and I think Barcelona, Canada mix round. So we've updated the 2027 circuits to match that of 2025. So we have a little bit more realism there. We've added in, and again, I'll list these in the description, some new liveries. We have put in the Williams livery, the camo one, before they did the reveal. It's very nice. I'm a little bit sad we're not there. But yes, we have got a new Aston Martin livery on there. So we go more towards the British racing green and black. It's very kind of similar to one they've just listed. And we have a car that is ranked 9th and 10th on the grid. They actually have a probably slightly better ranked car to start with than Williams might have had because of the research we put in. First on engine cooling. I didn't even know purple was a colour you could have in this game, as we are the best engine cooled car on the track. We have also, you can see in the back there, the Honda sponsorship. So we've also put in our own Honda engine, which is a mix of using the database editor, which again we'll drop a link to, is web-based now, so it's even easier to use. We created a Honda engine, which is a mix between the Red Bull powertrain and the Mercedes powertrain. So we've kept it we've kept it comparable. I haven't just given myself 100% and everything else. Kept it comparable to the others that are in there. So it is slightly faster. It's probably on par with the Ferrari in power, but has some of the downsides of the RB in there as well, as we've moved away from Mercedes to our own Honda engines. And that is where we sit. Looking at staff, we know we've got a lot of work to do here. Hello, Julian Rose. Going downgraded in staff here, so we'll be on the hunt for new staff. And of course, we have Esteban Ocon and Lance Stroll. Both of them have had their contracts moved down to only having 12 months remaining. So I am free to bring in some drivers whenever I want, as the cost to terminate is 0. As we'll look to bring in some British only drivers. So that's the challenge. 2027, let's have a look. First day, we're delighted. Thank you, Klaus. We're going to have to learn a whole new load of people's names. Our key staff, we've just had a look at them quickly. We'll have a look at how good they are. Alex Chan is with Esteban Ocon. We know Alex Chan is free agent, I think, at the beginning of the game. And then we got the internal car report. So we are... we need to go into some car part development. We know the car is 9th and 10th. That's pretty good. Pretty good for a team that's finished 8th. We know they had a lot of problems, and obviously Stroll wasn't performing. Ocon had a fair few crashes. So we'll look to make some changes here. Knowing we've got engine cooling underway means we can kind of sack off the side pods, get a couple of upgrades in to try and improve this cornering speed, to get some tyre preservation in there. I'll be interested to see how well the pit crews do as well, taking over a team mid-season, but season that had been performing, at least in pit stops. We know Williams were pretty bad at it. But first things first, let's have a look at the sponsors. Let's get our package ready. Can we get as close to the 139 as possible? Something we struggled to do with Williams. So we are going to go to, I think we'll go for a balanced package, 52 million. But a lot of it is race day, and I'm not sure we're going to be there race day this season. I think we're going to change drivers and probably go for a bit of a settling season with Aston here. We'll try and pick up points in as many races as possible. But yeah, I don't think our race day performance is one I'd necessarily want to bank everything on. But it does give us an extra 7 million. Let's go for... Or do we go for the big Brucey Big Bollocks and just go for the race day package? It's only 5 million up front. We're going to need to get a lot of upfront money as well, which I'm a little bit worried about. Also, engagement or race day. Ooh, how confident am I in the drivers? Maybe we come back from here. Let's have a look at the driver market. Scouting, drivers, filter. Can we? I don't think we can scout for remaining contract. Let's see who's on the free agent market. Lewis Hamilton's on the free agent market. 41-year-old Lewis Hamilton, very patient, open to negotiations. What a marquee signing for our British Only Challenge to start with. Lewis Hamilton. That's wild. I mean, one Lewis Hamilton in. Can we sign him in now before... Let's propose the contract. Straight up. Let's do this before, because if we can get him in and then do the package day with VIP things, I'm pretty sure we'll be all right. Car 1. Do we want him replacing Stroll or replacing... I think... I want him in Car 1, but I kind of want him in Car 2 to replace Stroll. Let's get Stroll out straight away. We'll do him just for one season because he's going to want to retire. It's going to be a big salary. 20 million is way up there, which is perfect. So let's go for 17 million. I'm willing to spend the bucks. Oh, in fact, I can't come out of this now, can I? To look at what? Can I come out of this now? Let's hope that doesn't break. Let's also just get a little view of what we're on now. So, because these guys get ridiculous contracts. 8 million for Ocon. 6 or 7 million for Stroll. Okay. We're going to go for, I think, a junior. So, let's go into this proposed contract. Car 2, replacing Stroll. Get him out straight away. Sorry, Stroll. 1 season contract for Hamilton. We'll give him... Let's give him 17. 17 and a half. Do I care about the breakout multiplier? Not really. It's only for 1 season. Bonus threshold. His race bonus. We can't. Okay. Let's hold the button. We don't have money in the bank, so I wonder if we can get away without giving him a signing bonus. Or do we go more into debt if we do it? We'll give him 250 per race if he wins, and hope he just goes for that immediately. Let's see what he says. Go on, Hammy. Bring the hammer time back. Contract accepted straight away. Didn't like it. Didn't like the first. Didn't like the thing. But we don't have to sign him. 17.5 million. Lewis Hamilton for 1 season. Lance Stroll is gone. Lewis Hamilton is our first British Aston Martin driver. What a signing. Adrian Newey will be absolutely creaming in his pants. Who have we got in the back? We've got Jack Crawford, who really... Oh, Jack Crawford, I think I have set up on a future contract. Yeah, to go to Andretti. I wanted to put Jack Crawford as one of the second highest USA or US driver to just set him up to go to Andretti. So we've put him on a future contract to lose him, but we'll be bringing in a few young racing affiliates. So that's one driver done. Can we have a look at drivers? Not free agents. Oh, Lance Stroll. Sorry, buddy. Ish. Can I have a look at? Not scout. I don't really want to look at everybody, do I? It's going to be a bit wild, but we can. Oh, we're going to see some information about the teams. Okay, spoilers. Lando Norris is at Haas. That's just a new contract. Lando Norris has gone to Haas. Okay, we'll see how that goes. We've got Lewis, Georgie Russell. We know he's at Williams. We're going to leave him at Williams. Who else can we look at? Look at my knowledge of UK drivers. Ollie Behrman is... He says not interested. Ollie Behrman's at McLaren. Ollie Behrman would be absolutely spectacular as an 81 rated 21-year-old driver. Ollie Behrman and Lewis Hamilton. What a lineup that will be. Buyout fee is $1 million. He's only got 12 months left on his contract. He's an affiliate driver. It says not interested, but I'm pretty sure he will be when we offer him a seat. Obviously, we've got Ocon in there, who's the same pace. Damn, Zach O'Sullivan. 73 rated Zach O'Sullivan. All the way back. He's in Audi at the moment, but that's... I mean, I'm not getting great vibes from him. And in F3, we've got Abby Pullin. 66 rated. 23-year-old Abby Pullin. Maybe get Abby Pullin in as just definitely in the backup seats. But we could, if we don't go in for someone. Chloe Chambers is US. Yeah, this could be a tough run. I really think we've got to throw all our eggs in the basket of one Oliver Behrman once we can get him in. But now we've got Hamilton in. Let's think about it. Ocon Hamilton isn't bad to start. If we can't find a driver to start with, we're not going to kill the team. We're going to move towards that British bias going forward. I haven't decided how much we'll stick to in the staff. I think we'll preference the UK-based staff, but we're not going to stick to it as a must, as we need to get money in the door. I wonder if we go for what we normally do and go for the upfront package. Or do we add the upfront package on top, get some race day performance? Oof, I don't know how good. The facilities are all right. No, up front. Let's go for the balanced upfront package. We'll take some more of this. I want to get as close as possible to that big bucks money. So engagement. We can add 7 million with a performance reliance. Oh my God. 800k on top for the upfront. 8 million on race day. Head of Euro stuff performance rating will come down. Yeah, that could be okay. We'll take a race day package. I want to do a bit of race day stuff. We'll take an upfront package as well, just so we've got some money in the bank. I think the changes up front are going to be very important. Non-race day appearance. That'll be good for drive. We can send Hamilton to any of these. Hamilton's overall rating isn't going to go up too much, is it? Balanced. 222. We'll take a bit more up front. We've gone big. 5 additional sponsor packages. We've taken the Lance Stroll way. We've lost Big Daddy for his money, so we're going to have to go and try and get our own. 32 up front, 39 from race day. We've got a preference towards staff activity. We need to make sure we get the staff in. Hamilton, don't come in and be unhappy straight away. Okay, so we've got 27 million in the bank. We welcome Lewis Hamilton. 1 season he has 1 season to do what he can. Okay, let's get some car parts developed. We're looking at DRS. Has a big rear wing upgrade. I think it's going to be rear wing, front wing, underfloor, right? That seems to be standard. So let's have a look then. On the manufacturer, we've only got a level 2 factory. Let's have a little look at our facilities. We've only got a level 2 factory. The level 3 factory will take our capacity up, but that's, I mean, that's not great, is it? Design center is level 4, which gives us extra engineers. Hello. Okay, good. CFD Simulator 1, Wind Tunnel 1. I mean, the rest of these aren't that good. I'm not going to... What's the upgrade going to cost us? 10? CFD, 10. I mean... I'm not buzzing right now. Not buzzing at all. I can't spend 10 million on an upgrade. Right, we're going to need to refurb these anyway. Refurb the ones that are crapped out. Staff, okay, race simulators, okay. But I don't need to necessarily worry about development too much. Scouting department, it's fine. We could probably do with some more. What's an upgrade on a scouting department? 1.3 million. Let's do it. We might be doing a bit more stuff. And then Team Hub, what's that? Is that a cheeky 3.5 to take our weekly development and our team attractiveness up? I think I'll take it. Oh my god. Okay, we got some zeros in it. Okay, let's splank the cash here. Refurb it. I should have known that this was going to happen. They never look after their things. We want the upgrade on the weather center. A helipad. Oh, it does team marketability. We'll take it. Okay. Tour center. We got a maxed out tour center. Team marketability. Okay, we should be maximum on marketability. I think afterwards we can probably try and keep Hamilton on. Okay, upgrading, refurbing. We might need to do... One of these needs to go up. Wind Tunnel or CFD Simulator needs to be spent, but we can't spend 10 million on it now. So that might be what happens towards the end. 92% of our cost cap. That's mental. That is absolutely crazy behavior. So let's get into car part development then. Let's have a look at what we're going to get. Rear wing, front wing, underfloor, and I'd like to do a suspension if I can. We should have enough. Perfect. So, underfloor, front wing, rear wing, suspension, straight on. If they do give us the boost we need to, I mean, 9th and 10th's not bad. So that's a good start for the team in car part development. We have one of our British drivers in already. Let's have a look at staff. Okay, we've got Jody and Ian, both British. Julien, for the sporting director, is French. Not the worst, but Alex Chan. And then Paolo Angialialo, who is Italian. Maybe Chan gets buddied up. Chan, can I buddy you up with... Can I pair you with Hamilton? Because I think you might stay. 2 years left on his contract. Right. Race engine. Okay, so Paolo's not going to stay. Esteban's not going to stay. Who affiliates we know? Victor Martins is French as well, isn't he? And then for our other staff, maybe we just look... If we can keep 12 months, 3 years, 2 years. It's a really technical chiefs there. Okay, let's have a look at some scouting. Technical chiefs. Let's just have a look at free agents, because there might be a few. 82 rated Matt Harmon. What are we working with again? I can't remember. I think we're working with pretty much the same. Oh god, I should remember these things before I go in. How do I... Staff. 86. So we're looking for... We only want to really change if we're getting them into the 90s, don't we? Let's remember that. Technical chiefs. Okay, no one on the out of contract. What about 81 to 90? Yeah, that's fine. Let's have... There can't be that many, can there? Pat Fry. Oh my god, Pat Fry, what beast. My Williams technical director was the best. We made him the best. I mean, Pierre. Damn it. Dan Fallows. Out of contract. Bring Dan Fallows back. Bring Dan Fallows back, I hear you say. 90 rated Dan Fallows? Maybe. Let's have a see what he says. Yeah, other than that, there's not... I mean, Jody's there at 86. If we can't get Dan, we might as well stick with Jody. Head of aero, I think we'll keep. There's no one there. I mean, we've just put the best ahead of aero in Williams. We've given Williams a great chance. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit sad. Adam Kenyon went straight to Red Bull. Oh, I've used up all my scouts there. That's the problem. Adam Kenya went straight to Red Bull. Again, he's a bit of a... We could bring him in. I mean, we literally, last thing we did is fire him, but maybe we could sell it to him as we were actually... we were actually just helping him because we're going to bring him with us. Oh, Bono. Bono. We could go for Bono. He's got 12 months left on his contract. We bring Bono back. I mean, even Marcus Dudley's like two. Let's have a look at the ones that are more likely to come in. Less than 1 year. There's some good race engineers in there. It's a real good. Who's on the free? Hang on, let's just have a look. Who's on the free agent list before I get too excited? I mean, Tom Stallard's on there. Right, let's get Tom Stallard in anyway to replace Paolo. 4 seasons. I like you, Tom. I don't know what you guys are on. Apparently, you don't need that much money. 1 million was way too much. 500,000? Okay, that's too little. This feels incredibly reasonable for a 4-year contract. For someone that is rated as well as you are, Tom. Don't worry about breakout. I actually do worry about breakout in case you want to go and when we won't give you a signing bonus. You don't have a job, so I'm hoping you're going to want to go straight away. Come on, Tom. Contract accepted. Contract declined. Okay, open counter offer. He wants 834. All right, I kind of screwed it up a little bit, didn't I? But you should accept that because that's what you wanted. Higher contract. Okay. Tom Stallard joins Aston Martin. 89 rated Tom Stallard. And I think we go for Bono to replace Alex Chan. Which will be, I mean, Alex Chan's good, but, you know. I don't know. Right, last one to look at. Sporting directors. Give me your free agents. We need someone in the 90s. Bloody beat. We need someone in the 90s. Free agent's not going to do it. 1 year left. In the 80s, please. Jonathan Wheatley. Jonathan Wheatley's got 12 months left. Jeremy Cottrell. We got him to... That was our Williams one. We brought him up to be the second highest rated. We did some great staff development. I need to pat myself on the back more for this staff development I've pulled off here. Jonathan Wheatley is expensive. I'd like to bring you in again for 4 seasons. Again, for you're probably on quite a lot of money. I should have really looked at it before. I couldn't because I couldn't scout you. A million's not enough. 3 million. Wait, we've got to think like Stroll. We've got to put a Jeremy Clarkson-esque white shirt tucked into a big fat belly. Suit jacket. Ray-Ban sunglasses. Hugo Boss sunglasses, sorry. 3.5 million, 4 seasons, start immediately. Offer deadline. We'll put you on 7 days. Well, looks like we are going all British staff. So, okay, the wheels are in motion. The wheels are in motion. Ian, you're all right for now. Joey, you might be all right. We'll see. Bono will get a report back on. Lewis Hamilton is in. What a first day in office here with Aston Martin. Okay. Team roster for the 2027 season. This is what we want to see. Who is where? And we've got these new teams in the mix. How have they changed? I can't believe Red Bull haven't changed. But McLaren have had some big changes here. Let me get my damn face out of the way. Here we go. Red Bull, Verstappen and Perez holding on to Perez. Red Bull have a very deep roster of good young talent. So the fact that they've kept Perez in again is surprising into 2027. But the man, they're right. Them two are fighting it out for the title. So I mean, maybe it shouldn't be surprised. McLaren all change. Théo Pourchaire comes in the number 1 car seat, and Ferrari's golden boy Charles Leclerc is at McLaren. So there's a Ferrari seat open for 2027. 2 Ferrari seats open because Hamilton's gone. If Hamilton is now at Aston Martin, But McLaren and Ferrari are all change here, as we have Williams and Ferrari. We're hoping Williams stays the same. Yeah, there we go. Williams, of course, my old boys, Albon, the Gentleman's Driving Club, Alexander Albon and George Russell. Wonder how they'll get on without me at the helm. And Ferrari have gone for the youngster Iwasa, the old Red Bull youngster, and Oscar Piastri from McLaren. So McLaren have swapped Charles Leclerc for Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri, who was in the title fight. I think he was second in the end, but in and around Verstappen and Perez in that McLaren, has gambled on Ferrari to get himself a title. 93 rated. He's probably second highest rated alongside Max Verstappen in this grid. And then the youngster, Iwasa, coming in for Ferrari with a gamble. Fred getting absolutely getting his fingers burnt by me at Williams and punting on a youngster. So up next we have RB and Mercedes. Mercedes, who have struggled, and RB, who made some good moves towards the end of the season, but again, weren't doing that great. They've stuck with, oh, my boy, Carlos is back. RB have stuck. Yuki and Zhou Guanyu, very happy with their two drivers, and Mercedes have gone for Valtteri Bottas in a seat again is amazing. Carlos Sainz and Valtteri Bottas. Mercedes and Williams both punting for the kind of older man club. I mean, Carlos Sainz, 2027 now? Is going to be, 32 maybe? Bottas is going to be pushing even further. I mean, we can't talk. We've got Lewis Hamilton. But Mercedes and Williams pulling out very similar strats. More mature drivers. Experienced. That's the word I was looking for. Experienced drivers in Sainz and Bottas. Andretti and Aston Martin up next. We know Aston Martin for sure, but Andretti are sticking, or they're formerly Alpine, sticking with their drivers of Logan Sargent and Pierre Gasly, as Logan Sargent stays with the American team as the American driver for Andretti Cadillac. And Aston Martin, of course, at the moment, Esteban Ocon and Lewis Hamilton, but we will be looking to make a move to replace Ocon with another British driver. Haas and Audi round out the grid, and no change. I mean, all change in Haas. No change in Audi, formerly Kick Sauber, K-Mags and Liam Lawson, who brought up the back of the grid. Maybe with the Audi change, going to see some change of fortunes for Liam Lawson, who we of course brought in and fired within the second season before bringing in George Russell. And Haas, and what a signing, man. I'm peeved that I didn't think to do this before and go after. Like, Lando Norris already in seat before we took our seat in Aston Martin. But to go from McLaren to Haas is wild for Lando Norris. 88 rated, with Piastri 93 rated. Lando not performing as well as he is in real life. And then we see a return to the seats for Danny Ricciardo in that Haas seat, 79 rated. That means Nico Hülkenberg has dropped out of the roster. And Haas, an all-star change-up. Lando Norris. I wonder what Norris can do in the Haas. Haas didn't perform that well in the back end of that season. So that is your 2027 lineup. Formula 3 drivers. I mean, we don't know any of the drivers in and out. I'm a little bit excited about whether. So none of them are coming through this. So we've got Victor Martins and Jack Crawford at the moment, but we will be looking to scout out the best of the British talent from the F2 and F3 roster and bring them into our ranks. We need to do a lot with affiliates to make sure the British drivers are coming through. We also need to do a lot of work on... Oh, I've just seen Fred's emailed me again. We also do need a lot of work on the affiliate scheme, so having affiliates to help us with development and everything else, the same way we did at Williams. We won't necessarily have to go British for those, but it will be good if we could. Fred, what do you want? I see you've signed Lewis Hamilton to drive your team. It's still early season, so we don't know how to perform yet, but it was a shock that you poached him into an immediate contract. Fred, he was out of contract. You let him go. You did fill the seat. You didn't give him a contract. Lewis was free and he wants to drive for a British team, Fred, all right? Point 2 to me. Point 1 was Williams beating Ferrari. Point 2 is me taking Lewis Hamilton. As we've got a counter offer from Jonathan Wheatley. So, what's he want? 3.5 minutes. I thought this feels like exactly what I offered him. Offer contract. Okay, Adam Kenya has been scouted. He's only got a year contract. Only got a year contract. Dan Fallows is the one we're looking at though. Head of Aero. I thought we were quite. Where's our head of Aero? Head of Aero is Ian Gray. He's got 3 years left. A 4-point rating to fire a head of Aero is a bit of a is a bit of a ball ache. But we'll keep an eye on Adam. Could be interesting how he goes. Dan Fallows is the big one, though. 11 months left. I kind of want to bring him back. I'm sorry, Joey. It's kind of out of order, but 3 seasons, immediate in. He's currently on a 3 million salary, so we'll leave him on that. Leave the breakout. Let's give him 7 days. If we get Dan back. Come on, Dan. Dan! It's not that big a jump, but there's something about coming in where I just like, if the more people I replace, the better I'll feel. They're like my team then. My team is the memorabilia room goes back to full effectiveness. All the refurbishments are happening, and we've got parts being designed. How long have we got? Not a lot of time until the first day of the season. So we'll carry on making some decisions. We'll carry on scouting. We're going to look for that second driver, and we'll be back to let you know if anything untoward happens as we get close. You can see all the refurbs as we start to get in. Here we go. Facility upgrades, designs complete. We've got a while. 55 days till Melbourne. We'll be back with some big news before then, I'm sure. Okay, didn't take long. Jonathan Wheatley is in. So we're getting there. We have our full British backroom staff of Jody Eggington, Ian Gregg, and Jonathan Wheatley. Jonathan Wheatley being a massive boost to that sporting director role and the pit crew training. Jody's role might get replaced by Dan Fellows, we don't know. And Ian, I think, will leave in place. But we're keeping an eye on Adam Kenyon, who is 90 rated, to maybe bring up the full force of this team here as drivers. We continue. We've got the scout out for one Oliver Behrman. And there we go. Confirm hire. Dan Fallows is back at Aston Martin. Danny boy, we now have our full 1995. Do we go for Adam Kenyon? Do we just spend the money now? Ian, I've not got a problem against you, honestly, but I just think, let's have a look. Why have we got no candidates to compare? We should do. Scouting, head of aero, Adam Kenyon. Compare. Cooling. I didn't like Adam Kenyon that much when he was here. You got to remember, I did replace him. Oh, and actually, in a lot of areas, Ian is bad. Drag reduction, no. Other than that, that's the only thing he sits outside 90s on. Do you know what? We're going to stick with Ian. We're going to stick with Ian. We're going to develop him. Ian, you're going to stay, son. Can I get you to work on just that one area you're not great on? 89. Simulations. Work on simulations, buddy. Okay, and the Ollie Behrman Scout report is in. 3.4 million. 81 rated. Why can't I propose? He's recently started a contract. Come on, Ollie. You've only got 1 year left on that contract. Can we compare him to Esteban Ocon? Ocon's better in a lot of ways, obviously. But the development rate of Ollie Behrman is high. Do we have a backup?